Hey you guys, welcome back to another Kimball's Corner. Today I'm going to be blaring 17's new album, An Ode, in the background, so this will most likely just be a speed paint with some, YouTube approved music playing in the background. But I'm going to use my tin of glances from Jane Davenport. These are stamps. I'm going to stamp some eyes, and I'm going to use these acrylics. I just pulled some out that are mostly pale skin tones and some shady and peachy or pinky colors, and I'll use these to paint. Obviously I just didn't want to have all my paints out because there's a lot of them. I'm going to use this to sketch out her nose and mouth. This is for my stamp. It's an acrylic block. Got my squid ink and my trusty Jane Davenport paintbrush, which I've had forever, and it's on its last leg, but I will use it to the absolute bitter end. Let's pick some eyes. We're gonna go with sassy eyes. So you know that song, Hungry Eyes? When I was a kid, I thought it was Hungry Anna. Why? I don't know, because it sounds nothing like that. But I was singing Hungry Anna, and yeah, it's embarrassing when you find out you're just not singing the right thing. All right, let's stamp some eyes and get started. Ta-ta! Super easy way to get a drawing started. And the drawing doesn't really matter as much because it is going to be covered up by paint, most likely. Let's try painting my crazy lips. Crazy lips. Deciding on my lighting. I'll put music on in just a hot second. Just want to give you guys the rundown of what's going through my brain. As I go quiet, let me explain everything, and then I just stop talking. Basically, I want to figure out my lighting, figure out the pose. Hair. Oh, I guess I didn't need my acrylic block, but these are really good for when you have like the clear stamps like this, which I almost used. But yeah, obviously I used a wood stamp. Hello, hair. Let's give her like big old woof hair. Oh, woof! Yes, somebody's keeping the mousse industry in business. Also, I do this sometimes too, is I draw the hairline super low and completely get rid of their forehead. Gotta remember, people have foreheads. I'm just kind of mapping out, so as I'm painting, I have somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing. That's her ear. And then this, I just need to do like big basic shapes because it is just gonna be a paintbrush. Yeah, girl. She knows where the party's at because she is the party. Somewhere in there. Highlights. This is my highlight. Highlight. I basically do the highlight on the bumps of the curls, so like this will be darker in here. Although I don't have a white, so we're probably going to try using the white of the page. May not work. May just try it with a different color. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. And then this will be much darker in here. Look at this beautiful sketch. Hair in front of the face. All right, so I'm gonna go into quiet mode as I listen to my tunes. Hopefully this turns out. I'll probably say a few words at the end. Oh wait, ooh, important. Gotta get my little palette sheet. She's pretty. If you're looking for a cute little palette and you're not like needing a hard one, these ones are great. Jane Davenport, mixing palette sheets. I got mine at Michael's. I'm sure they have them at numerous other arts and crafts stores. For reals this time, going into quiet mode. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, real quick, I just put out my little dots of color. Don't need a lot. It's a pretty small painting. I'm doing this in my Illos sketchbook, which happens to hold acrylics pretty well for not being canvasy paper. Anyway, for reals this time, let's start painting. Okay, so we got the acrylics down. I'm gonna, if I really wasn't lazy, but I am, I could get a like a fine paintbrush and do all the details that I'm about to do with colored pencils, because colored pencils are much easier to control and use, and there's no cleanup and blah blah blah. So I wanted to get like the basic, kind of like what I do with watercolors. I get the basic colors down, and then I'll do details and fun stuff on top with colored pencils. Also, so far the album is amazing! It's called An Ode by 17. I'm obsessed. But yeah, so, oh, and also with her hair, I was just gonna do it a dark blue, but then I was like, I don't wanna waste all these other paint colors, so I just randomly mixed in the other paint colors, no rhyme or reason. And then you saw me smear it into my large Jane Davenport art journal, because I will be doing a painting over that eventually, but it just makes for a fun, interesting, splattery painted background. So now I'm going to put my album back on, drink some more coffee. As you can see, I have shaky hands. Oh, I'm so caffeinated. I'll be working with my colored pencils, listening to more tunes. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Let's get back into it. Okay, so the album just finished. I'm obsessed. So I'm almost done with this. I'm just going to add a little bit of Mermaid marker in the background. And I think I'm gonna go with the Shimmering Sky set. What color do we got here? Aurora Australis. Gorgeous! Probably, I don't know. It's a greenish color. Or should I go pink? Okay, I'm gonna go pink. I lied. I'm sorry. Do I go Planet Glies? I think that's how you pronounce it. Glies, or Polar Lights. Ooh, let's try, ooh, the lighter pink. The lid was off, uh-oh. I think that means it just wants to come out a little bit more. Let's get a paper towel ready to wipe up. I'm gonna just kind of wet the page a little bit to help the ink spread. Gave it a little squeeze. Don't want to cover up those crazy highlights. Maybe I should have gone darker, that way those highlights would stand out better. I suppose I could always add on top. All right, let's try mixing in a little bit of this blue. This is Milky Way. Let's see if I can, ooh, pretty. I just wanted to darken up a little bit, so now those highlights stand out a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. And when it dries, it's gonna be all nice and sparkly. If you've seen the movie The Secret of NIMH, the sparkly. And if you haven't seen The Secret of Nim, the sparkly. Bring some of that pink back in. I like that purple color that it made. Although I guess it's better if I go down with the pink. Ooh, girl! I gave it a little bit too hard of a squeeze. That's what she said. It's alright though. We'll make it work. We always do, right? And we'll just kind of blend it off into nothing. And thus concludes another episode of Kimball's Corner. I would like to thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a really great time. I highly recommend 17 unless you just really don't like music, that you don't know how to speak the language. But it is nice to just hear music and not feel like you need to sing along all the time. It's a lot of fun to see what you can do with just a little stamp, a colored pencil, or 2 or 3 or 4, and some acrylics and Mermaid markers. Okay, so I used a lot of products. Anyway, I had a great time. I hope you guys did too, and I'll see you next week. Toodles!